외국인 친구들이 김정은이랑 트럼프랑 요즘 다이다이 뜨고 있으니까 긴장이 고조되고 있고 그래서 무섭다는 이야기를 많이 했어요. 한국을 여행하려고 했었던 사람들도 지금 여행을 쉽게 하지 못하는 그런 상황이고 저희야 뭐 몇 번 겪어본 상황이긴 한데 다른 외국인들은 어떻게 생각하는지 되게 궁금해졌어요. 그래서 여기 이태원에 왔죠. 그럼 한번 체크해 보시죠. How do you feel about the rising tension between North Korea and US?
It doesn't scare me because I know that apparently I talked to some Koreans about it and it happens a lot that the tensions are rising at this particular moment. They told me that it's pretty safe all the time.
I'm not scared. Even North Korea is not prepared for a war. They have these bombs and everything, but they are not stronger as America is and all of the allies.
I just think that with the technology that you guys have today and all the protection, you're prepared if something happens. But I really don't think something will happen. And
our parents back in Denmark, they're like texting us, and because all the medias in Denmark and I assume like in the rest of the world are just like selling their papers by saying, oh, there's a conflict and the war is about to break out.
Are you scared?
No, not really. I mean, my Australian family have like said nothing to me. But like, I guess at the moment I'm a little more worried than usual. But yeah, not that much.
Not really.
Not really?
Yeah, to be honest, being here I'm not so scared, but sometimes my dad is like, he tells me, oh, did you watch the news? Do you watch the news?
So what do you tell them when your father says that?
I tell him that everyone here doesn't seem to be concerned because no one seems to be concerned here.
I think parents just worry more, but like we in Korea, we don't really pay attention. Well, we pay attention, but it doesn't really affect us.
I also feel protected by my embassy.
What do you think of Trump? Don't you think it's kind of dangerous just because it's Trump?
Yeah, I mean, he's a bit more of a like wild card. Like he could do anything.
Yeah?
He's very unpredictable.
I guess this year it's a bit different because Trump is very stupid. I mean,
Actually, yeah, Trump is more scary. Trump is much more terrifying than North Korea.
It's actually comforting me to see how the Korean people are acting like in this case. I mean, we talked with some Korean guys and they're just like, no, it's been like this for years. And
because of the environment you see here, you're not really scared. Like you see people just walking normal, acting normal. Like
Being around Koreans makes it less worrying because no one else is worrying, so...
I'm sure if everyone was panicking, we'll probably panic.
Yeah.
But everyone is relaxed.
Yeah,
so
everyone's so chill about it
Yeah.
and doesn't need to worry about it, so it's fine.
Many Koreans, just like your friends, are not worried about this kind of problem. And how do you feel about this?
I think it's better to feel safe and to feel like you don't have to be worried. If you are, then it's just going to give more credit to North Korea and make them feel more powerful. So by feeling safe and secure,
Yeah.
I think you're doing the right thing.
When you think about it, that it's been happening for so long,
Yeah.
and Koreans have a lot of other stuff to worry about too.
Yeah.
Their own problems inside the country, so
You're right.
I can see why Koreans have become numb to it.
If you're always exposed to an issue every day, at some point you get used to it.
And I feel like North Korea is always threatening South Korea, and they keep all the time, and nothing happens. So people are like, yeah, right, nothing's gonna happen.
I'm cool, I'm fine. I'm cool, I'm fine.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you for your interview. What's your name?
Celine,
Celine. Have a nice day.
have a nice day.
첫 인터뷰. 시작은 이태원에서 했는데 눈치채셨겠지만 학교로 옮겨왔어요. 이태원 길거리에서 사람들한테 물어보는 거는 처음이었는데 정말로 교환학생 인터뷰랑은 진짜 차원이 달랐어요. 학교에서는 그래도 거절을 하더라도 정중히 거절했었는데 이태원에서는 제가 따라가가지고 excuse me 하려고 excuse까지 꺼내면은 no time 하고 그냥 걸어가요. 쳐다보지도 않고. 어쨌든 매우 달랐어요. 그래서 제가 그날에 한두 시간 동안 길거리에 서서 지나가는 외국인한테 진짜 다 물어봤어요. 전부 다 물어봤는데 딱 한 명을 딴 거예요. 한 명. 그래서 이거는 끝을 내지 못하겠다 싶어서 둘째 날에는 학교로 옮겨와서 인터뷰를 했어요. 그래서 이제 중간에 제 옷도 바뀌고, 그리고 오늘 한 인터뷰에 관해서 저는 인터뷰하기 전에 솔직히 외국인들이 많이 무서워하고 있을 줄 알았어요. 그런데 제가 오늘 한 인터뷰 중에 무섭다고 한 사람 아무도 없었고, 오히려 전부 다 마치 한국 사람처럼 별로 이런 상황에 크게 개의치 않고 그냥 자기 일상생활 하고, 그런 거 보면은 여기 한국에 있으면은 그런 생각을 가지게 되는 것 같아요. 꼭 한국 사람이 아니라도. 물론 한국 사람이라고 해서 이게 전혀 신경이 안 쓰이는 건 아니거든요.
조금 무섭다고 느끼고 있습니다. 저는 사실 여태까지는 전쟁이 날 확률이 굉장히 적다고 생각했는데, 근데 이번 같은 경우에는 아무래도 미국의 대통령이라든지 지금 북한의 수장이라든지
그때 연평도해전처럼 또 북한에서 도발을 할 수도 있는 거고, 지금 미국 대통령도 워낙 스트롱맨이고 중국도 스트롱맨이고 북한은 여기까지만 하겠습니다. 별로 무섭죠. 어떻게 안 무섭다 할 수 있어. 근데 무섭다고 해서 내가 할 일을 안 할 수는 없지 않나?
딱 그런 거죠. 그냥 원래 나의 생활을 계속하는 것이 가장 최선의 행동이 아닌가 싶어요. 네, 저도 개인적으로 궁금하기도 하고 한번 인터뷰를 또 해봤어요. 4번째 인터뷰를 했네요. 그러면 이번 영상은 여기서 끝내고 다음 에피소드에서 뵙도록 할게요.